Welcome back to the Kulwicki Driver Development Program YouTube channel. I'm Casey Campbell, and thanks for tuning in. And as of course, we are introducing our 2024 Kulwicki Driver Development Program finalists. And joining us right now, you may recognize him. It's been a while since he's been a finalist, but he is back. Max Kahler from Caledonia, Illinois. Welcome back to the program.
Thank you. I'm grateful to have another opportunity at it, that's for sure.
So, for full context, I always like to start off with, well, I should start off with this. Full context, you were a previous finalist in 2021. We'll get to that in a minute, but what were you doing when you found out that you'll be a finalist this year?
So I was actually at home doing some schoolwork, and I was trying not to really focus on it, because you can get too involved in that. So I was just kind of let my phone sit there, and I got the Twitter notification, and was really excited about it, really excited to be back in the program. It wasn't as exciting as 2021 when I was in football practice and got the call, but still, it's cool, and really excited to be a part of the program, and hoping we can have a little better outcome than we did in 21.
Okay, so I know you were in the program 3 years ago. What was it like then? And you were young, you were doing a lot of things. What was it like, getting that chance of being a finalist? And it's been a few years since you were in this program.
Right. It was a great experience to, be in the program at a young age. I think going into it, we thought we, knew a lot more than we did, and kind of, quickly learned that the super late model stuff is a whole different ballgame than what we were used to. Obviously had some super late model experience before then, but it's just a whole different ballpark and or whole different ball game and what we were trying to do. Go out there and compete against these guys. We, quickly learned that we needed to really step up our game, and we tried to do that throughout the last couple of years. I think we've really, done good at that in this past year, this past half of the last season. We've really, showed what we're about, and had really good finishes, and obviously winning the 2023 championship for the UMA Super Late Models really was a big thing for us. So excited to, have another shot at the Kulwicki Cup, and, hopefully have make a good run at it and do really well.
Um, okay, since you were in the program, what's Max Kahler been up to? Just kind of, maybe give people like what you've been up to the last 2 years.
So racing and going to school. I am going for mechanical engineering at Northern Illinois University, and been doing that, since I graduated high school, obviously in 21. So that's been, taking up the majority of my time, but obviously racing still, with mostly super late mile stuff. With the ASA Midwest Tour, like last year we ran the majority of the ASA Midwest Tour. Can't hard for us to make it to all of them because the races on Thursdays and the races throughout the week are a little hard for us to make, but try and just race as much as we can and go out there and win as many races as we can.
Okay, so 2024 plans, what are you going to be doing?
So we plan on running the majority of the ASA Midwest Tour. Hopefully we can make it to all of them, but it's not a guarantee right now. Run all the Alive for Five series races. Hopefully run the Slinger Nationals and a couple other big races here or there. Some big races down at Grundy, and kind of fill in the gaps with some weekly stuff at Slinger possibly, or some weekly stuff down at Grundy. With Rockford being gone, that's kind of was our home track where we kind of default to when there's nothing else going on. I live just 5 minutes down the road from there, so it was real easy just to have a rain out or something, load up the other car, go down the road, or have an off week and load up the car, go down the road. So now it's could be a little different, definitely a different experience to not be able to do that. So, try and fill those gaps with some weekly stuff here or there at some of these other places that are, run weekly super late models.
Yeah, I know. Of course, we talked about this earlier, but yeah, of course, last year was the final year of Rockford Speedway. I know that. How tough was it to see that place go?
Yeah, it was tough to see it go. There's just so much history there. I kind of started my career there. It really started up at Jefferson, but when we really started getting to racing, I ran there from when I was, 14 until, this past year. So it's kind of been home. Like I said, we've always defaulted to there and gone there when there's nothing else going on. It's just such an interesting and fun place to race at. There's not many tracks in this area that are like Rockford, whether good or bad, right? It can be a little rough at times, but there's nothing like it. And it's just a really fun place to go to in a late model and a super late model. So it's definitely sad to see it go. I drive past the track every single day. It's like I said, 5 minutes down the road, and it's just, slowly seeing the development stuff take over. It's unfortunate, but yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, move on and go and find some other, go and, race at some of these other tracks and kind of call that home instead of Rockford.
Yeah. Okay, so you know, I've asked this as well. What does it mean to you to be a finalist this year? Yeah.
It means a lot. It means a lot. It's a somewhat of a second chance, in my opinion, um, to get back into the program and really show how far we've come over these past handful of years, and to go out there and represent Allen on and off the track, and hopefully do a lot of Polish victory laps and do really good this year, and hopefully make you guys proud.
Absolutely. So when you look at this obviously the social media side, you've been pretty active in that across your platforms, but the charitable side, I know you've thought of that too, and you've got some big plans with that.
Yep, yep. So right now, not a whole lot planned, but plan on helping out at my local church here in Belvedere. They have a compassion closet food pantry is what they call it.
Okay.
So I'll be going there Thursdays and helping out, hand out food boxes. Hopefully we can do some food drives for them, as well for some food drives for some other food pantries in the area, like the Rock River Valley Food Pantry, which we did in 21 as well. So just try and do as much as we can to try and give back to the community.
Absolutely. Um, all right. So, and then where are we going to see you next? Because I think you're going to be at the Dells in maybe a few weeks.
Yeah, the Dell's April 13th, coming up quick.
That sure is. All right. Well, Max Kahler, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us, and welcome back to the Kulwicki Driver Development Program.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.